Well, welcome to Mainely Motorsports, and Greg, we've been talking for the last few weeks about the end of the year, the point battles, the intensity, the take the gloves off, the championship battles. And I don't know what it was like for you last weekend at Beach Ridge, but I know what it was like for me at Star. And in their three divisions, other than the Strickleys everybody made nice. The Outlaws and the Mods, there was some unhappy campers after the race, and it's all boiling down to it's the end of the year. It's that time, and I mean it's what you want as a track owner and promoter and stuff. But man, it's getting intense.
Let's just say that the guys with the green vests and the officers that patrol the grounds earn their free cheeseburger and hot dog at Beach Ridge too.
So it was the same thing at Beach Ridge, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and you put all. I was talking to somebody the other night, and we were saying, what's funny about racing? I mean, with us, it's year round, but it's a 3 to 4 month season, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 3 to 4 months. Starts in April or May, and it's over in August or September, really. I mean, you might have a couple special races, but for the most part, it's winding down. And, these guys want to settle it, and you'll hear later on, from the interviews on the, from some of the winners down there, and even second and third at Star. Yeah, they ain't.
No. And I think, Beach Ridge, obviously, they only do the winners. So those guys are the happy ones.
That's the
usually.
thing we miss about not getting second and third.
Right.
Because,
you don't know what their story is.
You don't. You really don't. And I'll tell you, if you get a chance, and, I've been pounding this, and, take your track, and go to your track, support your guys, but, take that Friday night and go somewhere else, or Sunday or Saturday, and because there's still a lot of racing to go on. There's a lot of point battles out there, and a lot of good race action happening.
Yeah, I try to look at the positives of things. I don't try to get wrapped up in all the crap that goes on. And one of the positives that I thought of last night was it was the second to last week of the year. And we had 20 pro stocks in the field at Beach Ridge.
Yeah, still.
Which, everybody, it's the most expensive class, blah, blah, blah. But we still had, I think our lowest count was 17 this year one time.
No, it's been huge.
And that, stuff like that, they still had a real good car count in the Wildcats, a real good car count in the Sports Series. So, I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for Saturday night racing in the area, You
really can. And, and speaking of that, it's winding down. This upcoming weekend is the last weekend in August. Kind of wraps things up at Oxford on their weekly program. Obviously wraps things up at Beach Ridge, and then, a couple other places, big events. White Mountain.
Yeah. Next Saturday they're running the double feature.
The double features for the super late models, and then Unity with the Last Chance 150, and we'll hear from Jerry later on in the show. So that's why we came up with the idea to, try to get the fans to come out and support these events. Right now, we're at $800. Some lucky fan that travels over the Oxford on Friday night, saves their ticket stub from whether it's the grandstands or the pits, then makes it to White Mountain or Beach Ridge on Saturday, saves their ticket stub or pit bracelet, and then comes up to Unity Sunday. And we'll have a form up there. They have to find us. I'll have a table set up in the grandstands, and I'll have a table set up in the pits. And you'll be able to register yourself, fill out a form, name, all that information, and you're going to end up with $800 at least. That's what we have right now. So some lucky fan that goes and really supports racing.
So you're going to put all the entrance into, basically into a bucket and draw a name out?
No, I'm going to have a sheet where they got to fill out all their information, and then on whether it's a taping of the show next week or the week after, somebody's going to find out that they just won themselves by being a race fan and going to 3 races in 3 days, kind of finishing the year off, Labor Day weekend, going to win themselves $800.
Yeah.
Not a bad little gig, huh?
No.
So, we'll find out how many people are really that true hardcore racer and, do all they can for the end of the year, and supporting, and my idea too is to support the 3 tracks.
Right.
Or the tour, the past tour, Oxford, Beach Ridge, and, I know there's other ones, but those are,
right. Is this $800 prize pack going to include a pair of free tickets to the Northeast Motorsports Expo or anything like that?
Of course. But you see, you're not eligible.
I know.
So there's people that aren't eligible, but there's plenty of people that are. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'll tell you, it's just, I think it's a good opportunity. And if nothing else, just to see some good racing. Some
If you're
point
gonna go to
battles.
races anyway, you might as well try to make a weekend out of it with a little bit of traveling and
Yeah, take a chance.
at getting
Yeah,
$800.
At least $800. So, you know, we're gonna have more details up
Then you
on.
can buy your favorite racer a set of tires next year.
Yeah, or maybe you are the racer, because you
Right.
figure, here's a perfect example. The Legend guys are running Friday at Oxford,
Yeah.
they're running Sunday at Unity. So they're 2/3 of the way there. All they gotta do is, and I'm sure some of those guys will be at Beach Ridge, sure some of those guys will be at White Mountain. So if they just play the part,
Right.
you know, come see me or whoever I got on the grandstand side on Sunday and do, you know, register, fill the form out so we have their tickets, you know, they're eligible. So they're already, and they have to go, you know? So, and I'm thinking, you know, some of the Beach Ridge guys will say, Lyman, perfect example. I mean, there's a guy, he travels everywhere, so
Yep.
I expect to see him involved up to Oxford Friday night and over to Unity Sunday, you know?
He's been popping around to racetracks anyway.
Yeah.
So.
So, you know, any questions, send me an email. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. 3 tracks, 3 days, hook up with us Sunday, you know, we'll be out front, you know, under the covered, you know, somewhere on the Unity side of the grandstand,
Right.
so you can turn your stuff in. And then same thing in the pits, come see me, and then, you know, we'll be set up, and there's your chance. You know, we'll have a drawing on the air, see who wins the money.
Yep.
So, and I mean, it was a great race, great weekend of racing all around, you know, heard from some different tracks, and, you know, everybody's really excited. You know, finally, you know, at the end of the year, we're finally getting some decent weather.
You know what stinks about the racing being like it has at the end of, like it is at the end of the year? Like the last week, yeah, you know, if you get half the body ripped off, so what? You're usually going to put a new one on. But the second to last week, when you get half your body ripped off
Yeah.
or half your car tore up and you got to fix it to finish the year out, you know, if you take a chance of tearing that body back off again, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. So, real excited, and, you know, still some, you know, and it doesn't have to be, you know, obviously for our little game, it's those racetracks, but, you know, there's still drag racing going on.
Yeah.
There's still the lawnmowers are racing. There's still all kinds of stuff.
Go-karts.
Motocross, you know, there's some big events going on up at MX207
Yeah.
still to happen, you know. The go-karts, some big deals going on there. So,
Yeah.
there's just so much happening. It's your chance to get out and support it all.
It's not, I mean, and this is the end of the year for like Beach Ridge and you know, some of the other stuff's finishing up, but it's not the end of the year, really. There's still a month or two of
Yeah, you
stuff
got
going
Past
on.
400 weekend, you got Oktoberfest.
Right.
You know, you got the Howler down the Star, you got the World Series. I know,
Past
you know,
final at
Speedway
Oxford.
95 is doing a big gig.
Right.
You know, so
The
there's,
Howler at Stav. Oof.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, so we'll have to see if we can get into the pumpkin chunkin'. Chucking.
You
up
can
on the-
drive if you want. I'll throw the pumpkins.
Oh, I want you to drive. Why don't you drive? Why don't you man up sometime?
I don't have a. I know how much I weigh, and I know how hard it would hurt. How much force is included when I hit something.
We'll come up with something. Maybe we'll
No.
have a sissy class. Sissy Emerson. Remember that, Jeffrey? Sissy Emerson. All right, we're going to take a break. We come back. We got some highlights from the Strictly race over there at Star Speedway.
Looking for something different and exciting to do on Friday night? How about real NASCAR racing at Lee USA Speedway, featuring the ground-pounding, super-fast, super-modifieds, the fender-rubbing late model sportsman, unpredictable hobby stocks, and more. It's great family fun and excitement. Kids under 12 get in free, and there's acres of free and easy parking. Friday nights at Lee USA Speedway, located right on Route 125 in Lee, New Hampshire. Check LeeUSASpeedway.com for more information.
Don't let the other guys rough you up. Shop online at otmotorsales.com.
Clark's Eastside Scrap and Westside Scrap, two of the region's most efficient scrap yards. Both locations have the latest and greatest equipment, along with large capacity scales that are constantly calibrated to ensure honest weights. Car crushing, roll-off containers, scrap metal. Clark's Eastside Scrap in Chelsea and Clark's Westside Scrap in Farmingdale. Don't fix it, scrap it.
Mainly Motorsports TV, brought to you by
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations: Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Southern Maine Motors, out to be Maine's #1 Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealership, Route 1 Saco.
And your winner tonight in the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks. I know he's happy to be back after a couple of weeks. Not tough luck, but you're really top 3, but back in victory lane tonight. How about a round of applause? Car number 42, slamming Sammy Peabody. Woo! Woody's Auto Strictly Stock Victory Lane, finishing third tonight in his second run in car number 76X. How about a round of applause for Steve Dufanet? Steve, I know this is your second week. You're trying to get this car to where you want it to be. I'm sure you're happy with third place. Tell us about your run.
Definitely. I mean, last week it was just a train wreck with this car. These guys have been busting their butts all year long to try and get this. We've been fighting a loose problem all year, and they finally got it to a drivable point, and I'm ecstatic with a third place tonight.
All right, anybody like to thank tonight?
Center Street Auto, Groveland Graphics, DeLeo's Pizza, Sigmund's Metalwork, Broadway Auto Body, Fabry and Roke Insurance, is that it? And Tanzella Roofing, and Groveland Landscaping. New sponsors.
All right, third place tonight in the Woody's Auto Strictly Stock. Steve Dufanet in the 76X. Took the victory last Saturday night, came home second tonight. How about a round of applause for Chris Ogovich? Chris, you know you were right there with Sammy at the end. Gave him a couple shots, but you ran him clean. Come home second tonight. This car looks hooked up. How do you feel about the second place run tonight?
I'm pretty happy with coming back to finish second after the spin. It was kind of a reminder of the 40 lapper chasing Sammy down and had nothing for him. So I'm happy to be here in second. Good points night.
All right, anybody like to thank tonight, Chris?
B&M Glass, my crew, Tom Poria, Matt McMahon.
Got one?
All right, second place tonight, Chris Zagovich in car number 33. And your winner tonight in the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks. I know he's happy to be back after a couple of weeks. Not tough luck, but you're in the top 3, but back in victory lane tonight. How about a round of applause? Car number 42, slamming Sammy Peabody. Woo! Sammy, you won the Furious 40 a couple weeks back. You've been running real consistent. I know you got this car back to where you want it to be. Tell us about how it feels to be back in victory lane here at start of night.
It feels real good. First and foremost, I want to thank my girlfriend Katie, my pit crew, and my pit crew Lindsay. They gave me a car tonight to win. I want to thank M&W Auto, Matthews Auto Body, Lakeside Sport and Marine, Seacoast Property Cares, Aero Automotive, M&W. There's a bunch of them. I can't thank enough. I gotta thank the guys I raced with. It's a bunch of good guys, you know.
It is a great class. It is the Strictly Stocks, and your winner tonight is Slamming Sammy Peabody in car number 42.
Award Champs LLC is Southern Maine's premier award supplier and official award supplier for many of the area's top organizations and events. If you're in need of an award for a sponsor, employee recognition, fundraising event, or an entire sports organization, call Todd Mead at Award Champ. They provide the best for less with competitive pricing like the big online firms, but give you the personalized service you can only get from a local supplier. When you're in need of awards or personalized gifts, call Award Champs, where they'll help you reward your champion.
Today's vehicles are equipped with complex safety features such as anti-lock brakes, seatbelt restraints, and airbag systems. Even collision avoidance systems. Not available in all models. Hi, I'm Sean Moody from Moody's Collision Centers. We don't wish bad luck on anyone, but even with today's technology, we need to keep our eyes on the road and our hands on the wheel. Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations: Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Well, welcome back to Mainely Motorsports. On the telephone interview, we have the promoter of Unity Raceway, and that's Jere Humphrey, and we want to welcome you to Mainely Motorsports, Jere.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's a busy time of year. We couldn't get down to the studio, but we appreciate the support. Mainly Motorsports giving us a call right before our big annual event, second annual Last Chance 150. And the Last Chance 44 mini stock race. Yeah, no, that's pretty exciting. You got 8 divisions in action throughout the weekend, and Sunday's your big deal. Culminating with the Last Chance 150. It was a great race last year, held up at Spud Speedway. This year you've taken over Unity, and you're bringing that race with you, and should be a really, really good turnout. You've had some cars showing up on a weekly basis now, kind of testing the waters, see how they stack up, right?
Oh, yeah, it's always interesting. We had 23 cars enter the Last Chance 150 last year, so here at Unity we're more centrally located, and the travel distance isn't so costly and lengthy that we're hoping that we can exceed those numbers this year going into the second annual 150. $2,000 to win, so hopefully that will entertain some good late model teams.
Yeah, that's a good payday any time of the year, but especially at the end of the year, it kind of sets a guy up for, his off season and, helps him pay off some of the bills that he's accumulated this year, so, but what's neat is, these events, and there's a few of them around, obviously you have the Premier Division as your highlight, but you're also including a lot of other divisions to be a part of it, and, we're getting involved. Everybody's going to be racing for some nice hardware, little extra purses in some of your classes, so should be a really, really good event for not only the racer, but the fans.
Oh yeah, it's the perfect. If you're a race fan and you want to see a good one-day race event, this will be one of the better one-day shows in the state of Maine this summer. Generically, late models don't have a 150-lap feature race. Coincidentally, with the Oxford going back to the super late models, this should be a really good race. But like you say, we have our last chance 44 race, which is for a mini stock division. We have the Nelcar Legends Touring Series that's going to make their single appearance at Unity Raceway this year. So a lot of people, that don't get to see that touring series every week because of the travel. And then, of course, we have our regular divisions, our teens class, our ladies, Enduros, Lion Fours, and Strictly Street. So if anybody has a car from somewhere else, you're going to come watch the race, you might as well bring a car, make a few bucks, watch a good race, and talk about it on the way home.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're aware of this, Jerry, but Lee from Four Seasons Synthetic, he's our AMSOIL representative and a big supporter of everything I do, the off-season shows, the go-kart race, as well as the TV show. He's ponied up some money. We put some money with it. We're hoping to gain some more. But as of right now, we're encouraging the race fans to get out to support Oxford's final point race on Friday night. The two races going on Saturday night, pick one, over to White Mountain, over to Beech Ridge, and then come up to Unity Sunday, and culminating with Unity's big event. And then some fan that attends those three of those races, and Unity has to be one of them, as well as Oxford, going to win that $800. So we're going to have them signing up. They're going to show us their ticket stubs from the first two Friday and Saturday events. We'll get all their information Sunday, and we'll have a drawing. So, we're encouraging the fans to come and actually throwing a little extra bone out there for them to try to come and want to come, So, trying to do our part to help you guys in the racetracks at the end of the year, maybe put a few more, bring that guy over from Oxford that might not be going. Or the same token, take that person at Unity, say, you know what, I'm going to go over to Oxford Friday night and check it out, put myself in that, my name in the hat for, $800 plus.
Oh yeah, it's a great incentive program. Like I say, it's always nice when businesses step up to sponsor wherever it is. But in this particular instance, you got 3 tracks. That actually 4 tracks, 3 in Maine. That it gets them a little bit of coverage. It gets somebody some cash. What more reason could you want than to win a big bundle of money? What if the person came to Unity on the final day, they won the $800 cash, and they won another $300 in the 50-50 draw? I mean, where can you go race and come home with that much money?
Yeah,
I like to say, it's good that the sponsors step up, all the people that support Mainely Motorsports and the main racetracks in general.
Yeah, no, and it's just our part of doing, we're working with you on the trophies a little bit, and, so all those guys are going to be having some real nice hardware. Award Champs does all our stuff, does a great job, and, and I know every time we've done it in the past with any racetrack, and, the racers really appreciate what we bring them. So, you're stepping up, doing a little more. So, I'm excited. Going to be a busy weekend for all of us, and I'm hoping it's a busy weekend for the race fans.
Oh, it sure should be. I mean, last week we had 14 late models that came and raced on Friday night for our regular 35-lap feature at Unity Raceway. We had Clean and Green for 35 laps. The guy that won the feature started in 8th position. We had 4 different lap leaders in the first 9.5 lap. I mean, what more could you want? If that's any prediction to what the 150 is going to be, I mean, I wouldn't think a race fan would want to miss it.
No, you're exactly right. So you got all the information listed on your website, Jerry, where they can find rules, times, gate prices, everything that the average fan's going to want to know, or even the average racer?
Yeah, all our information was updated, I believe, just to answer all those questions. If we just go to unityraceway.info, the gate prices are on there, rules, classes, schedules, any information they'll need.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time with us, Jerry. I know you've got a crazy week ahead of you the next couple days, and I'm trying to get it all put together. So, your first real marquee event down there at Unity Raceway goes according to plan. So good luck to you and Nancy and the entire staff, and we're looking forward to making an appearance up there on Sunday, not only with Alicia and the race car, but us and the crew with Mainly Motorsports, and bringing some of the highlights back to the viewers.
We appreciate all the support. We hope to see a lot of race fans at the track, and we hope to put on some good races for the fans that do show up, and good luck to everybody for the rest of the race season here in 2013.
All right, well, that's Jere Humphrey, the promoter of Unity Raceway, a big event coming up this Sunday, the Last Chance 150, the Last Chance 44, 6 other divisions in action. It's one of those events you don't want to miss. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports. Welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
To order copies of a show, send a check or money order for $15, shipping and handling included, to Mainly Motorsports, 326 Roosevelt Trail, Windham, Maine, 04062. And please add a description of the show.
People always ask us, what makes us different at Southern Maine Chrysler Dodge Jeep?
The answer is we make it easy for our customers. We believe in transparency in everything that we do.
That's why we encourage you to visit our website. We provide you with detailed information and upfront discounts without the hassle.
Looking for a new 2013 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram? You've got to check them out. You can't afford not to. US Route 1, Saco.
Website or on-site?
See how we truly do make it easy.
Southern Maine Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep.
You don't have to wait till the camping season is over to get your best price of the year on all in-stock travel trailers, fifth wheels, pop-ups, motorhomes, and toy haulers. We have over $1 million in snowmobile trailers incoming and really need the room, so all RVs need to go. Save up to $20,000 on fifth wheels, toy haulers, and Winnebago Class C motorhomes. Save up to $10,000 off travel trailers. Get your best deal while the best part of camping season is still here.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the Southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Mainly Motorsports TV, brought to you by
Scott's Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scott's Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scottsrecreation.com.
LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
When you're in need of awards or personalized gifts, call Award Champs, where they'll help you reward your champion.
Well, I've never shied away from the fact that talking about the Outlaw division down the Star and how I like the cars, like the look, and obviously the 03 of Joe Squillier, his cars just...
Some people just take it above and beyond, and, well, you shouldn't say it like that, I guess. Some people just will do anything that it takes to be that car.
Yeah,
when they have an open rule class like that, as far as I'm concerned, anything that Joe Squillier did, nothing wrong.
He did.
Nothing
but
wrong.
You know what? My hat's off to Joe, because the car count has suffered.
Right.
Some people pointed the finger, said, well, we can't compete with them, we're not going to race. So he kind of backed off on some of his stuff, and the other night they had 4 cars that aren't normally there. So put on a good race. Joe was still the man. I shouldn't say the man. Ronnie Bolduc won.
Right.
Joe was there. Ronnie got to the lead, and Joe, I think, was still 5th when Ronnie got to the lead, and he got his way up to 2nd.
So here's the question. Did you know about this bonus that they had going? Like Steve Dickey from Danger Designs did he put a wanted poster out with Squillier and was offering so much each week he was going to keep putting in the kitty till somebody beat Joe.
Must have got a bonus.
Well, yeah, I don't know the whole details and whatever, and maybe somebody can fill us in if Bolduc did, but that doesn't surprise me because the Bulldog's always been good down to Star.
And you'll hear in Victory Lane, if you listen to the crowd response in the background, Bulldog's the fan favorite, and they don't really, I don't know, they ain't Squillier fans. But listen to Squillier as he throws out Mainly Motorsports. So I'm a Squillier fan, so when it comes to this, that's all that matters, baby.
Our last sportsman, 25 laps for the distance. Danny and Ventrell are going to lead him to Mike Walker's green flag this time. Sportsman Victory Lane, finishing third tonight in the Allen's Coffee Flavored Brandy Outlaws. A great run for car number 30. Let's hear it for Billy McCarthy. Billy, you and Chuck Daney had a great race for the third spot. You got by him, held the spot. I know you're happy. How's it feel to be in the top 3 here at Star tonight?
It's great. I mean, we've struggled with this thing since the beginning of the year. We finally got it, and I'm having fun.
All right, anybody like to thank tonight?
My parents, my sister, just everybody for the support they give me. It's been awesome.
All right, third place tonight in the Outlaw Sportsman, Billy McCarthy in car number 30. Finishing second tonight in car number 03, the Automart sponsored car, Joe Squealy in car number 03. Joe, I know you're all over Ronnie there. You let him know you were there with the bumper a few times. You raced clean, finished second tonight. I know you would have liked to be in victory lane, but tell us about your run.
I had to. Did you see how he smashed his way to the front? I got to thank all the guys that worked on the car. We got Mainely Motorsports on this thing, and Automart Quality Trucks and Cars. All the people that help out on this thing, it's pretty good. We took the sideboards off and try to help this division get going. And you know, Bob Webber did a good job with this division. These cars aren't easy to drive. You got a lot of horsepower. They're real small tires, and you got to work on the chassis. And we're going to get them.
All right, finishing second tonight, Joe Squealy in the 03. And I know from the reaction of this crowd that everybody in the stands is happy about this one. Finishing first tonight in the Allen's Coffee Flavored Brandy, Class Down New Hampshire's Ronnie the Bulldozer Bulldog. Ronnie, they're letting you know they appreciate what you do every week in this car. You won last Sunday at Hudson. You really got this car running the way you want to. Tell us about your run tonight.
It's getting better. It's still not good, but it's a lot better, and we got a few more tweaks to make, and we're hoping we can make it a little bit faster too. And I'm glad all the crowd's here cheering us on, and you know, it makes it more fun when there's people here yelling and screaming for you, or yelling and screaming at you. It really doesn't matter to us, you know, for us or against us. We love them all.
All right, anybody like to thank tonight in Victory Lane Run?
Yep, we got Blasto Auto Sales, R&R Public Wholesalers, Pawtucket Construction, High Torque Race Engines, Frank & Sons Roofing, and I don't know, the crew, John's Auto, everybody down there. Monday is John's wife's birthday. I won't say how old she's going to be, but she doesn't look a day over 60, and that's going to get me in big trouble.
All right, one more time. He's back in Victory Lane here at Star. Ronnie Bolduck out of Plastow.
Award Champs LLC is Southern Maine's premier award supplier and official award supplier for many of the area's top organization and events. If you're in need of an award for a sponsor, employee recognition, fundraising event, or an entire sports organization, call Todd Mead at Award Champ. They provide the best for less with competitive pricing like the big online firms, but give you the personalized service you can only get from a local supplier. When you're in need of awards or personalized gifts, call Award Champs, where they'll help you reward your champion.
We've got the car you've been looking for at OT Motor Sales. Shop online at otmotorsales.com.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Well, then the Premier Division, just like anyway, every track has their Premier Division. Right. And the other night put on some of the best racing I've seen is the Modified Division down there at Star. And we got two local Maine guys. And there ain't no love lost. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they don't want harm on each other, but man, they want to beat each other in a bad way.
Right.
And after the race, I think they was going to take the beating to another level. But anyway, that's besides the point. But, you know, before we get talking more about the race, The kid that I'm really impressed with down there is Matt Swanson.
Okay.
13 years old.
Okay. Now, you were telling me about this young man, and my first question to you was, who's that? Because I haven't heard it, so
Yeah.
we need to explain
You
to
know,
the...
John Swanson used to run the Bush Tour. You know, years ago, had the Pontiac dealers, number 25.
Yep.
His son. I first got around him a couple years ago running the indoor kart series. He's been running some dirt, midget cars on the dirt over at Bear Ridge, I believe, and stuff, and he was running some cars last year down in Pennsylvania, and they put him in the Turcotte Motorsports Modified this year down there, and, you know, really surrounded himself with good people, and the kid has done a really good job. It was only his third race last night. He was a threat in the heat, and he was right up front in the feature, got shuffled back, but he was running fifth with the likes of, you know, Mike Douglas, you know, Russ Wood, Jr., Jake Dorr, Josh Cantera. I mean, good guys. He was running fifth, and then they had a restart, and he got turned around, but he still came up and I think salvaged a top 10 finish out of 16, 17 cars.
Right.
You know, so a lot of talent there. A lot of
13
talent.
years old.
13 years old in an open wheel modified. So, you know, his dad's proud. I got a chance to talk to John quite a bit last night, and, you know, the kid's making good choices in the car, too. You see him.
Yep.
He makes good choices, good decisions. You know, doesn't put himself, what I call, in that position to fail.
Right.
So, you know, he's going to be one to watch in the future, no matter what happens, whether it's there or somewhere else. But, you know, he wasn't in the final rundown of the top three battling for the win, like, you know, Mike Douglas and Josh and Jake. And I don't really know Mike Douglas a lot. I've seen him, talked to him a couple times going down there in the SBM and that. And, but that was his first win in the open wheel modified, you know, so it was pretty,
Right.
It was pretty neat to see. Anytime I go to a racetrack, I mean, unless it's my car that I'm right involved with, you know.
You love seeing somebody new win.
Yeah, and then when the family's there and, you know.
Right.
Star, you know, that's one thing I'll give him credit for. And sometimes, like even last night, it might have, you know, takes its chance of getting out of hand. But, you know, they allow the teams to come right out and, you know,
Participate
celebrate
in
Victory Lane and all
right.
that. So have his dad out there, his team, and, you know, it was really, really neat.
Now, obviously, you got video footage of this.
No, well.
So, not to take away from Mike Douglas at all, but, you know, we know he's number 23.
Yeah.
He is a fun guy, and he, you know, it was great that he won and stuff like that, but we've talked about Matt Swanson. What number is Matt Swanson when the folks are watching the video?
16.
16.
Yeah, so they'll know. They'll know who the kid is. So he really does a good job. He's the only one sitting up on the steering wheel. So, all right, so we're going to show you the highlights, and like I said, great racing action. You know, a couple feathers got ruffled, but great racing action from Star Speedway and the mods this past weekend.
here after a very exciting E-Keys for Cars modified main event, finishing in third tonight. Your 2011 modified champion, Josh Cantera, in car number 71 Maine. Josh, that was quite a heated battle with the 05 of Jacob Dorr. Clearly both drivers intense about their racing. How about your run tonight? Tell us about your run.
The car was good. I don't think Jake had to run me that way. I ran him for about 5 laps clean, but hey, whatever. It's next week. I'd like to thank Sherwana Foods, Hannaford Racing Engines, Step Guys, Station House Grill, Dryden Auto Body, Anna Goodwin Hannaford, Arthur, my girlfriend Jessica, Ben, Laura, Chuck, my mom, dad, everybody that helps.
All right, finishing third tonight, car number 71 Maine, Josh Cantera. Finishing second tonight, your current point leader in car number 05. How about a round of applause for Jacob Dorr? Jacob, you and Josh had a great heated battle. I know it was good to watch from the booth and from the stands. You come home second tonight. I know you're happy to see Mike Douglas in victory lane, but tell us about your run tonight.
I'm happy to see Mike in victory lane. I mean, he was by far the best car all night. Neither one of us could get to him. But, you know, I thought we had some good racing, good side-by-side racing. We started to get into each other a little bit, and I got crossed up, and I tried to catch the car, and that's just where I landed. I tried to stay out of it, but that's what happens. And, I mean, if the same thing happened to him, I'd give him the space when he gets crossed up. So, anyways, I got to thank Galway Bay, Scotts Cove, Wire Pro, Cabana's Auto Body, Adams Park Storage, Rundle Machine Tool, Bentley Saloon, Perkins Paving, Baxton Lovejoy Inc., Harold Esty Lumber, and everybody else involved. My crew, my dad, my grandfather, Freddie, Nathan, just everybody here. Thank you.
All right, second place tonight, the E-Keys for Cars Modified, Jacob Dorr out of Sanford, Maine. And in victory lane tonight, good to see him here tonight. I know he's ecstatic. When he got out of the car, I could hear it when I was doing my interview. How about a round of applause for second generation driver, Mike Douglas Jr. in car number 23. Mike, you got up front. There was a heated battle for second behind you. The car looked hooked up tonight. Tell us about your run and tell us how happy you are to be in victory lane here tonight at Star.
There are no words imaginable. I got to thank everyone standing down here right now is someone that is basically I see or talk to every day. I can't tell you how much it means when people Facebook me or Twitter me, or, or anything like that. Words of kind of pump you up, and I've been doing this a long time, and my dad won here his first race. I won here my first mod race. I mean, it's not Days of Thunder, but it's all right.
All right, I know I've been watching you since the hobby stock days at Lee. I know it must feel good to get behind the wheel of one of these and bring it home tonight, beating all these big boys behind a great run tonight. Anybody you really like to thank? And finally tonight,
Doug Tisdale. He puts the speed in this thing, and my dad. There's countless other people. Kingsley Automotive Machine in Nashua. I know Tim Mongu looking down. He's my long-time crew member. He died probably about 10 years ago, but he's looking down to me now.
We know this one's for Tim. How about one more round of applause? E-Keys for Cars Modified winner, Mike Douglas Jr. in car number 23.
Get the right car at the right price. OTMotorsales.com.
Award Champs LLC is Southern Maine's premier award supplier and official award supplier for many of the area's top organizations and events. If you're in need of an award for a sponsor, employee recognition, fundraising event, or an entire sports organization, call Todd Mead at Award Champ. They provide the best for less with competitive pricing like the big online firms, but give you the personalized service you can only get from a local supplier. When you're in need of awards or personalized gifts, call Award Champs, where they'll help you reward your champion.
Mainely Motorsports TV, brought to you by
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Clark's Car Crushing, providing guaranteed honest weights with top dollar being paid.
Well, you know what? I've had time to think. we're gonna throw 95 and Wiscasset in there on Saturday night as well. They're fans.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's just my deal.
Throw them in for what again?
If they make them eligible, so if they are, stuck, not, I shouldn't say stuck, but they go to those tracks on Saturday night.
Right.
They're still gonna be eligible for the $800 bonus. So, they gotta go to Oxford Friday night, that's the main track running Friday night here, and they gotta be at Unity Sunday. So if their home track is Wiscasset, Speedway 95, Beech Ridge, Spud, or they go to White Mountain, they just gotta bring us the pit stubs or grandstand stubs from their track, plus the Oxford
Right.
Friday night one, and be at Unity. So, hey, we're doing our part. And I can't thank Lee from Four Seasons Synthetic. I mean, he believes in everything I do and say.
Yeah, and Lee is such a big supporter of the local racing. He has the Green to Checkered program in the Legends, right?
Well, no, it's just saying
it's
wherever he goes. We gave it
goes.
away at Wiscasset to the late models. They couldn't go green to lap 1 that night, but
Right, and he did the deal where he gave away money towards oil and stuff like that at the
does so much.
Racing Preview.
Yeah, he does so much.
Yeah.
And, to be involved in this program, the ultimate race fan,
And he's attended some of our dinners that we have.
Yeah, which really we had the biggest one last week.
Yeah, I heard I was the topic of conversation.
Not at my table you went.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe you were a little bit. Yeah, you were. But we supported one of our scroll sponsors, and which happily supports Matt Dow, who picked up the win at Beach Ridge and stuff, and that's Station House Grill up in Hollis. They support not only Matt Dow, Goodwin Hannaford, and Dave Turner. So, big supporters. So we wanted to give back. We had like 36 people that came and ate. So,
Really?
Yeah.
So I missed the biggest one.
We missed the biggest one. We filled the room.
And I like that place too. That place is great.
Good food. So remember, Friday night at Oxford, Saturday, whether you're at Spud, Beech Ridge, White Mountain, Wiscasset, Speedway 95, and then you want to travel over to Unity Sunday. So you'll have to have 2 stubs with you when you show up Sunday at Unity, and then we'll.
And just for the record, you have to have your ticket stubs.
Yeah, that's.
Or your bracelet.
Yeah, and I'm going to know what they were over there, and and it's your chance. We're going to have a form to fill out, and there's your chance to win.
Yeah, and you have to bring those. Just don't bring. Steve, you saw me at Beech Ridge or wherever you're going to be Saturday night.
No, exactly. So we're just doing our part, and hopefully, that forces the people from Oxford Friday night and the people from Unity Sunday to have to hit one of those other tracks Saturday.
Right.
So, really it's a win-win for the tracks and a win-win for some lucky fan.
Right.
Which won't be you or me, even though I'll be there.
Oh, that's fine.
Not eligible. So, anything else you got for this week?
No.
It's winding down. Loudon's just around the corner, past 400. But the big news this weekend is the Last Chance 150, Oxford Beech Ridge wrapping up, the other one's getting close to the end of the year, and a chance for somebody to win $800, at least. Could be more by then.
Could be more.
So we're going to take a break, come back, show you the results from all over the region, and that'll do it. For Greg and Steve, taking a break.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley Saloon, owned by legendary super modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Looking for something different and exciting to do on Friday night? How about real NASCAR racing at Lee USA Speedway, featuring the ground-pounding, super-fast, super-modifieds, the fender-rubbing late model sportsman, unpredictable hobby stocks, and more. It's great family fun and excitement. Kids under 12 get in free, and there's acres of free and easy parking. Friday nights at Lee USA Speedway, located right on Route 125 in Lee, New Hampshire. Check LeeUSASpeedway.com for more information.